Hello everyone, today we are going to attempt to beat Super Mario Bros. 3 Deathless. A little bit about this game. This game came out in 1988 for Japan, but it came out in 1994 for the American audience. With that being said, there was a movie that came out between those 2 years called The Wizard, and it was basically a Nintendo commercial disguised as a movie. With that being said, it showed a very particular secret that's very well known. And now we are going to do every single level Deathless. We have 8 worlds to get through. 8 worlds, and yet we have yet to get to world 8 or 7. World 6, I got there 5 times and lost every time. I just got to world 6 before this attempt that we are seeing right now. But 6-3 keeps killing me for dumb reasons. It's at the beginning of 6-3 like that. That's the wild part. It's not an enemy, it's just a jump. One, 2 is the first level where you can actually grind for lives, but it's a slow method that you got to do before you can get those lives. And there will be levels later on if you want to max out on lives that you can grind better in. One 3 is the first level that has a secret. What we need to do in 1-3 is allow ourselves to get to the 80% mark of the level. There will be some blocks that are placed near each other, and we have to stand on the white block. And we have to duck while we're on this white block. After we go through here, we just run to the end. And then there's the warp whistle. That's the first one of the 3 that are in this game. And 4 holds another secret. If we collect a certain amount of coins, we can get a P-Wing to show up in a white mushroom house. The white mushroom house will appear as long as we get enough coins. We have to get at least 44, I think, in this world. Our margin for error is 2. We can only miss 2 coins. If we miss any more than 2, we will never get that thing to show up. Somehow I got a mushroom every time. That's rare for me to do. And there's a white mushroom house I mentioned before. Alright. This fortress was what was showcased in the movie. And what we had to do is basically we have to fly up here, and then when we get all the way to the right, press up. And we'll be put into a room where the warp whistle is. The last warp whistle will be in World 10. 1-5 is a very short level if you just take the top path. There's a coin heaven right there if you want to go take it. If not, continue on like I am doing right now. Alright. We are now in 1-6. 1-6 is the shortest level if we just fly through it. Unfortunately, we can't fly through it at the beginning, so when we get to like the 3rd of the level right here, just fly. But we have to build up enough speed. That way that little notch doesn't slow us down. I think you're gonna stop me there. Yep, but we're good. We can still make that. We are now done with every stage of World 1. But first, this appears only if we get 80,000 points first. Don't know where this is at. Now, only if he's positioned in this block right here with this power up show up. He has to be on that exact coin platform block thing. Right there. That's the only time you will see a power up from him. 10 goes into every number but 3, so let's try to. Hopefully it's not a mushroom, and it is. The first airship, all I recommend doing is just hugging the right side of the screen and jumping when you need to jump. That is your best bet. And that's a good start. I have yet to die in World 1 and I like to keep it that way. Free wing. 2-1 introduces us to the desert world. Where there will be a lot of coins in this world. But unfortunately, most of them require you to have a leaf. But if we don't have the leaf power up, guess what that means? It'll be harder for us to get those coins. Even in this level, there's some coins we need a leaf for. Or P-Wing if we're gonna waste a P-Wing on this. But as long as we have this, we can fly up here. Press this P switch. Go down here. Grab these coins. Ignore the fact that that thing respawns for some reason. One of the few enemies in this whole entire game that do respawn. But for small Mario, it's a lot harder for me to time it. Good thing we have at least a mushroom. 2-2 is the other stage where if you collect a certain amount of coins, you can get a anchor to show up, but anchors are useless to us. But here's the good thing though, since I'm going to showcase that they exist, you get to see what you have to do. Our margin for error for this level is literally 1 coin. You can only miss 1. You cannot miss more than 1. So yeah. Be careful in this one if you want to get the white mushroom house to appear. Alright. Fortress. Now after this world, every world at least has 2 fortresses. So, you're used to that. 1, 2, 3. First time we face Boom Boom. 12 goes into every single one of these. Third one, and we get a mushroom. Whatever. I wish every single one of them had a boomerang brother, because they are easy. Compared to the other ones. Compared to the other ones. Compared to the other ones. 2, 3. We can get a lot of coins from it. We have to do a certain thing to get them to show up there. All we need to do is flash diagonally to the right. Go up here. Press this button. And all of these will change into coins. And now that we're done here, just wait. So I know pretty much every corner is a star, basically, except for a few. Okay. Yep, that's where we mess up right there. I have no clue. This level is the sun level. The first level he appears. Keyword, first level. If I said it was the second level, then that would be alarming, since this is the only time you see him to begin with. Alright, what we need to do is just basically avoid him as we run. Basically avoid him as we run. He immediately gets hit. Yeah. We can get rid of him. Yeah, we can. Remember, Small Mario is basically dead. Alright, where's the mushroom at? Boom, and get this. 2-4 is a stage where we can collect a lot of coins. What we need to do is we have to get a elite power up though. Good start. Just good start right there. Now we fly up here. Hit this third block right here. Don't get hit from him. Sometimes I get hit from him, sometimes I don't. This is the sometimes we do get hit by him. Can I please make it a World 6 again? It's ridiculous how many times 6-3 has beaten me. Alright, press this button. And there we go. Now we just have to go to the right. Ignore that guy right there, pretend he doesn't exist. And now we're done. $19 only goes into 1, so 1. Cool. Slow introduces chain chomps, and that's about it. They don't really make use of them as much as you think. Anyhow, let's go up here, get our extra coins and extra power up. You have to break that block to be able to get to this B switch. That one's mandatory. And at the end of this is an extra power up if you need it. See if we can land directly on the thing. Nope. Butchered that. Next, we're gonna not deal with the hammer brother. Okay. So we have to do the pyramid first. Alright. Ow. I need your shell now. Go up here. As long as you're a big Mario, this is not a waste of time. And as you go up here, collect all these coins, and there's an extra life up here if you didn't know about it. Alright. Now we go to the right. And we don't do that. And we pretend that doesn't exist either. Next star. And mushroom. I don't need it, but yeah. Hammer this. Doesn't matter which one we pick, I think it's a guaranteed frog suit. Another star. And now we get to be in World 3 as soon as we get past this airship. All I will recommend is be careful in this one, since these bullet bill turrets are now more trigger happy, if you will. So what I recommend is standing on top of these, especially the one that's the most further on top. We stand above them so they don't shoot. If you stand directly above them, they can't shoot at all. Of course, the enemy doesn't appear. And also, we can beat the Kooplings with Fire Flower, but yeah. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. World 3 is the longest world up to this point. Most of the levels will involve water in some capacity. However, there are still some land-based levels. And those land-based levels are some of the more difficult ones in World 3. One thing we have to do in World 3 right here is literally swim to the end. Cool. Okay. 3-2 is a level where we are able to just cheese it if we can get to the star. You may be asking, where's the star? Right here. And we basically have to try now. Yay, we have to try. You jumped twice. That's wild. Yay, I gotta be careful now. Oh boy, this sucks. Perfect, at least I got the power up at the end. Despite the odds of me dying there. 22 goes into 2 and 1, too. 3-3 is the first stage where we're introduced to this big fish that will allow itself to jump up and try to swallow you. Get rid of it when you can, but it will respawn. If it didn't respawn, this level would be too easy. That's why they had to have it respawn. Okay. And we're done with this stage. See if we can get the star. We do not. Alright, next is the fortress. Hold on. There. I hate whenever cords get below your bed. Oh, the hammer early? That's a speedrun thing in World 2. Now all we have to do in this fortress is get to the 6th door. That's all we have to do. Once we're in the 6th door, we can just basically cheese this level. And here I am getting hit by Boom Boom. Okay, let's see. 1 up, 1 up. Star, star. Flower. I hate this. At least I know where a star is. Star 4 star, yep. 3-4, we can get our leaf back, but also this level is one of the faster methods to get max lives. Can I finally make this jump? No, because I stopped pressing down too early. Holding down, not pressing. Just fly above this. That way we don't have to deal with this. Next stage is 3-5. We will be pretty much underwater throughout the whole level. If we want to be able to get rid of these zombies, grab that. If not, just continue on, pretend like it doesn't exist. There's another power up right there we just passed, and now we need it for another hit, but whatever. We're at the end, it doesn't matter. Three 6 is coming up. Why I mentioned 3-6 is 3-6 is an auto scoring stage. The only one in World 3. And I would recommend having a lead power up. For a certain spot in the end. I thought I missed jump right there. That would have sucked. I like how it's acting like it's a false block, but it's not. Wait for the screen to scroll, then you continue. Wait. Now fly. Or just do what I did and just say, screw it. Will we get the flower? Nope, we don't get the trifecta. Or she could get more lives for just getting all 3. 3-7 is a level that introduces these guys right here. Get used to seeing them in later stages, but right now, this is the only level that there will be for now. down here. There will be a hidden pink note block, which will take us to coin heaven, a fast coin heaven at that. Found this out recently. And there's a cloud up here. You can get a cloud, but you don't technically have to use it. Alright. In this level, I recommend just staying on the top row. Basically. Now this part, I recommend trying your best to not get hit, but sometimes you get hit there, like I did. One, two, three. Be right back. Alright. 3A, we're gonna use a P-Wing for this because I don't like 3A, and it's due to the fact that if I just so happen to get anywhere near that fish, we die. This is a level where we can get a P-Wing from. So, when we get done with this, as long as we keep collecting enough coins, I'll get my P-Wing right back, so it's not a bad choice to do this. It's a bad choice to stay low, though. Now avoid that guy that fish down there. There's extra life right here, but it doesn't matter, we're done. We're done. All thing we have to do now is finish, and we get both things to show up, actually. Will they be on the same block, too? Yep, they coincide with each other. Okay. Alright. 29 goes into 1. 29 minus 1 equals 28, which goes into 2. 26 goes into 2 and 1, but we'll go for the first one. I wish we didn't. Anyway, now we're gonna go to 3-9. 3-9 is the only stage that I know of that allows us to get a frog suit for free. And we lose our power-ups. Of course. Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we? We don't need them. Who said we needed power-ups? They were lying. Only thing else we can do is literally go down here. And that missed. Okay. That's fine, we're done. I didn't know it can go under the pipe, that's why I was like, uh-oh. Fire flower. Now, supposedly this little island is supposed to be in the shape of Japan. And the one with the 2 mushrooms and the music box supposed to be the shape of a mushroom. World 3 will introduce a lot of elements for later airships. So, get used to some of the things that you see in this airship. Top half, thank you. These two will be very recognizable, I think, in the last airship. But the fire's in every airship from now on, I think. World 3 is Wendy's airship. Sometimes I can get lucky enough where I don't get her to shoot another one. Sometimes I don't. But what I do know, we are now in World 4. Get rid of that music block. Any music block is useless to us. Music box, not block. Alright, get this feather / leaf. And get this leaf, and then there is a secret up there, but yeah. Of course, I lose you. It's all good though, we're done here. Four-2 is the world that you go through to get enough coins to be able to get the anchor. That's not y'all too. Yeah, let's just get this, and now we can skedaddle. Obviously, I am not gonna go for the anchor. I just had to show you where the anchor was at least once. But 4-2 is the anchor level here. $31 goes into 1. Let's see what we get. Of course. 4-3 is a underground stage. But we have to be careful in this underground stage. But there will be a platform placed later on that tries to push us into a pit, the pits below, so we have to be a little bit careful there. And there you go. So, is this one? Is this one again? The one... This fortress is very, very easy. It's a short fortress at that. Well, now I have to go down that pipe. There's a pipe you can go down right here. You didn't know about it, and you can get a fire flower. And basically at the end of this pipe, you're taken to the very end of this fortress. 1, 2, 3. Cloud here. You can get rid of them, but there will be one that's placed later on, so there's no point. Yeah, we'll pretend you don't exist. And we are done with World 4. We're done with 4-4. Next. 33 goes into every number but 2, so 3. Alright, star. One of them gives us a star, one of them gives us a speed wing. This is the star one. Four 5 introduces us to the first level that gives us the Tanuki suit. I would recommend having the leaf power up to get it. What we have to do is hit this block up here. Avoid all of these. Go up here. Climb up here. And there's the Tanuki suit right here. You hold down and B, you in the air, or even right here. You can change it to a statue and basically be invulnerable. Invulnerable, if you want to say it that way. I'm gonna say 4, 6. And find how it takes care of some enemies outright. Three, let's go 4-3. Another Tanuki suit. Is this the one with lava? It is, but it's not the one I'm thinking it is. The one I'm thinking about is in World 4, World 4, World 5. There is a door between that. But it is what it is. We're not getting it. That's 1, that's 2, and we're done here. Now we just have to face the boss. Is this the first one? Oh, thankfully, they finally switched it up. Yep. I don't know. But at least I know where the coins are. This airship is the only airship in the whole entire game that gives you 2 power-ups. Only one. One in the middle and one at the end. I wish every single one did this, but nah. Thing is, since it scrolls slowly, it's easier for us to get things that we would have otherwise not been able to, but I recommend having this leaf. Not only for the other second hit, but the fact that you can pretty much skip a lot of the more dangerous parts. We're at the end now, we just have to wait for the screen to scroll. And as mentioned before, power up at the end. And this is the last boss where, when their shell hits the ground, it doesn't shake. It's the last boss where that doesn't happen. Alright, that's something I want to do. I need to start for 5-1. There's something that I found out recently. See if I remember it correctly. I had to get rid of the chain chunk to do this. So I found out if we flew straight up from here, there's a pipe up here. There is a pipe. But since we were ducked, I like how I was no longer pressing down, he was still ducked. Oh, he ain't gonna go in now. Funny how I can get him stuck in that animation. I'm so used to pressing down as I do that. Anyway, we go up this pipe, and it takes us to somewhere we haven't been before. I think that might take us to the path that takes you down there, but you have to duck and fly up here. And this takes us to a block. A chest that gives us a music block we don't care about, but we're going to use it anyway. 5-2 is an easy stage as long as you cheese it. All you have to do is just stay to the right here. And do not fall all the way down there. Because going down there is basically telling yourself you're going to take the long way. But as long as you take this path, you will take the shortcut. And the shortcut will take us to the end of World 5. Not World 5, the other part of World 5. $34 goes into 2, let's try it. Thank you. Star. We got a star. Yes, we do. 5-3 is the first stage that has, and only stage that has the Karibo shoe, aka Goomba shoe. I mentioned it because, like I said, it's the only stage in the whole entire game that is introduced. And the only way you can get it is if you hit them from below. If we still had our third hit, if we still had our leaf power up, we could take 4 hits instead of 3. There's an extra life right here if you didn't know about it. Be careful of the pits. There's going to be one at the end too, so we have to be careful. And we lose it, but that's fine. That's fine. Let me get rid of this guy because there was a glitch that happened to me one time, and I would rather it never happen again. Wait, did I get rid of something? Oh, I got rid of something. I don't have a star. No, I don't. I should have got rid of this anchor. I don't need an anchor. Anchors are if I need to, anchors involve us dying once at the airship, and seeing as this is Deathless, you see where it is useless. You see why it's useless. Turn around. I mean, you can run and jump and go for that, but I don't recommend it. 1, 2, 3. Now we can get to the other part of World 5. This is just the beginning. The rest of it is hidden. By hidden, I mean you have to go up and get there. Yep, this is one of the few power-ups that can actually get rid of these guys. How did you not get hit there? Did it not count as me even jumping on top of you? It is what it is. Sometimes games make sense, sometimes they don't. We're about to be done with this stage anyway, so... Alright, 5-4. We're gonna get a leap as soon as we start. And at the end of every stage of World 5 from now on, Lakitu will try to hit us at the end. And fail miserably. It's only at the part, it only starts after you get up here. Where all the sky is. Alright, 5, 6. No, 5, 5. Not 5, 6. 5, 5 is a level where we can get this wonderful thing called the P-Wing if we collect enough coins, but I am not going to do that. But there's a Tanuki suit in here. You go down here and you'll get the Tanuki suit. If you saw the real part of this level, you'll see why I don't want to risk it. Fortunately, we're probably going to waste this Tanuki suit since I'm going to use the P-Wing for 5, 6, since 5, 6 is an automatic auto-scrolling level, and I would rather not. It ain't the fact that it's auto-scrolling level, it's the fact that if you miss one of these, you die. Just takes missing one of them. And they can actually hit you too. These things can actually hurt you. I thought it was gone. I wish it would. I hate that enemy. That's why I'm going to do this again in 5.9, because they appear twice in 5.9. They also appear in 5.5, but we passed the part where it actually spawns. So we don't have to worry about that. 42 goes into 3 and 1 and 2. So let's try 2 this time. Of course. Why wouldn't it be anything else? 5.7. What's 5.7? Oh, it's this stage. Okay. There's a star in this stage, yes. The only thing that sucks is you can't make it to the pipe that's above here. Unless you do that. Or fly in there, but yeah. Hey, to the key too. How you doing? You're doing good? That's good. Goodbye. Now, this is the fortress I was referring to earlier. I don't know if that's a star. If it is, I don't know about it. Fly above this, and this is an easy fortress after this. Seriously, it's easy after this. I'm kind of failing this on purpose, if you will. This level can be breezed through. We don't really have to worry about anything as long as we just run. P2 will follow us throughout the whole level though. And we're already done with the level. 47. Alright, P-Wing. This level's an auto-scrolling level that goes diagonally to the right. We're gonna see those two little bowling ball enemies that literally spew out fire. They obviously show up at different intervals. The first one appears right after this cloud right here. It will appear to the middle. That's one gone. The other one appears right around here. And now that we're done with them, we can just fly to this pipe and we will be done. Hey Lakitu, how you doing? You doing good? That's good. Goodbye. We don't have a store, do we? I didn't think so. I didn't think so. Music box we don't care about, okay. Alright, will we get to World 6 or will we die again in World 5? Find out now. I recommend when you get to a certain spot of World 5, don't grab that unless you need it. You're gonna see a little square box that looks somewhat like that. Take the top half above it. It's safer. Wait for the screen to scroll, and this is why I recommend having the leap. That way you can just go up here. If you just stand in the middle, we won't get hit here. will not get hit here. Just wait. Just gotta wait. And now you continue on, and then we can face the first boss that shakes the ground whenever his shell, or if he jumps. That's not ideal. Okay, I thought I was gonna mess it up. World 6 again. Back-to-back attempts of World 6. Let's go. I don't need a cloud. I don't need a cloud. I'm gonna get rid of that mushroom so I don't have to have a mushroom taking a slot. Now, this is the ice world. As you can see, everything's slippery and whatnot. Get used to it. The funny thing is, every attempt to World 6, I died in some different way, except for last time. Let's see if there's anything above this area. Or we will not. Okay, cool. 6-2 is an auto-scrolling stage. We don't really need a power-up for this, since it's not enemies that's gonna kill us, it's gonna be the platforms themselves. We have to be careful, since, obviously, ice physics. But we get a leaf to start, so that nullifies some of the horrible jumps we have to make. Okay, we're good. Now, we just have to wait. Do not let the ice physics ruin everything, because ice physics is what caused us to die from this level. I got to the pipe, and then I slipped off the pipe, even though I had the leaf. I could have died there. Thankfully, I had the leaf. You may say this is a waste, but I'm going to use the P-Wing on 6-3 because I am sick and tired of dying from 6-3 for something that's something stupid. And I mean, it kills me from something stupid. What happens is I get on that platform and don't make the jump, and I fall and die. You only get one attempt. Anyway, the reason why I want to fly up here is because there's a Tanuki suit up here. And some coins. But this is not the level where you can get the coin to get an anchor to show up. No, it's not. That's the Tanuki suit, by the way. We go out the same pipe we come in. Okay. This is platform the level. We literally platform the level. I don't have a star. I don't have a star. Okay. Hammer. Okay. 54 goals in every single one of y'all, so 3. 3. One time the star is not there. Which one is this one? Oh. Nope, that's a power-up, but it ain't worth it. Okay. You can fly out there and get an extra life, but yeah. Alright, what's up, Boom Boom? I hope the second fortress don't get me this time. This is the furthest I've made it since that one attempt in World 6 that y'all never got to see. Oh, I thought I jumped there too early. Oh boy, that was disorienting. Alright. There's not really anywhere we can fly, so... I'm taking a safe route. Okay. Five. I don't know anything about 5-5, but we're gonna find out. Fire flower. Is this the underwater stage? Is this the underwater stage? I think it is. No, it's this stage. Okay. I know what I have to do. What we need is this, and we need a shell. This and a shell. And we have to reset. Good thing is you are required to beat this stage with at least a feather. Or should I say leaf. So, no matter what, when we get done with this stage, we are at least going to be able to take 2 hits. One thing that sucks is if you don't know what you're doing, you'll be stuck here. But we need this guy over here. Now we have to fly. Fly right here, I think. Yep. And throw the shell here, and then that's it. Like I said, if you don't know what you're doing, you'll be stuck there. Forever. Alright, let's see what this mushroom has. 59 goes into 1. We get the Hammer Brothers suit. Let's go! I think the Hammer Brothers suit can one-shot Boom Boom, too. What's 6-6? 6-6. Is that the underwater level? It is. It's the level I was thinking of. I was thinking 6-5 or 6-6. No. Stay back. Stay the heck back. Don't take 2 hits now. As long as we get a power-up that I can use that will give me another hit, I'm good, because for some reason they programmed it so whenever you become Super Mario to Small Mario, you have such a short invincibility frames that it feels weird. It's like half of it. It's like you got half your invincibility frames. Remember when I said that that won't be the only time you see them? Yeah, this is the other time you see them. I don't know if they appear at the end of this stage, but they do. Now, see if we can get anything here. That's a mushroom. Don't know where that's at. We're doing good on that. We're doing so well. Fire flower. Remember when I mentioned the coin level? The coin level this time is 6-7. Yeah. And it's an all-spawn level. You would think with all the water that's around it, it wouldn't be an auto-scrolling level, but it is. I think this is the last auto-scrolling level. And obviously I am not caring enough to grab these coins. I'm just gonna beat this stage and call it a day. It's the furthest I ever made it since that one attempt with World 6. I haven't made it to World 7 yet. I hope this is the attempt that gets me there. I'm being extra careful right now. No, we are not getting you. We ignore you in this situation. This is a platformer stage. You are not needed. But yeah, this is the level that gets you an anchor. If you care to get it. But also, this level also has a one-time chance of you beating it. If you miss your opportunity, well, it sucks for you. And if you have a fire flower, you can grab those, but it ain't worth it. I think you gotta collect like 80-something coins just to beat it. Just to get it to show up. Just to get it to show up. Oh, there's 3 fortresses in this world. Oh boy. There's 3 of them. I thought there was 2 in every single one after this, but no, this one has 3. wait. Let him go. Alright, we are now done with this stage. It's funny how Ice Resistance are not going to be the cause of us for dying. He goes through the platform. What you want me to do there? He went through the platform. Yeah, so I am right. It only occurs in all number stages. Okay. What is 6-8? Oh boy, 6-8 is this stage. Okay, it's not that hard then. Is this the stage where they have the one enemy that spews out flames? What's up here? Is there anything up here that I need to know? Because if I can choose this level, I will choose it. And of course the last one gets me. Why would I care about coins? I'm trying to beat the stage. Alright, we got 6-9 and 6-10. I don't know anything about 6-9. It's an underwater stage. Yes, it is. And I should have went and got the frog suit. I think there's a power up to the right there. I'm thinking of the wrong level. Thinking of a very wrong level. I can beat this stage early if I know what I'm doing. Perfect. Just run. Just run. Disperse my children. I don't know which pipe you go down. Is it this one? Or is it the next? You go down a pipe, that's all I know. There you go. Oh, like I know you go down a pipe somewhere. In this case, go up a pipe. 6-10, what is this level? Oh, it's a regular, it's just like 6-1. Oh, I know what this stage is. Oh, I know this stage. Oh, yeah. I recommend the Fire Flower just for the fact that you can get a Hammer Brother suit for free, I think. And he gives us the one that we just lost back. Okay. Next. Get rid of all of this and make sure you get rid of these two. Next, what we have to do is backtrack. I don't remember which one was the... Okay. Make this a vine. Press this P switch. And basically, grab all these coins, but make sure you hurry to the right. They changed the coins. And not only that, but there's our Hammer Brother suit. Here's a rare animation that you don't really see. He's not allowed to actually slide down. So you got to see the sliding animation for him for the first time if you've never seen that before. And we lose it immediately. Yay! Okay. As long as we made it past that stage, okay. Look at us, we've been using the heck out of our powers because I know for a fact if I didn't, I would be so full of 20. That's a mushroom up there. Don't know what that's at. Oh. That's a flower, I think. Yep. It is. Is this the star? No. I'm gonna get 2 power-ups for this one because I've died from this so many times, that one time, and I don't want to die in this stage again. The top route is the safer route, but at the same time, there's nothing that appears down here. Somehow got 11 out of that. I'm slowing my descent so I don't get hit. Alright, we might actually beat this. Oh, just hug the right side, by the way. They won't move as long as you look at them. If you don't look at them, obviously they'll move. Alright, we shouldn't beat this stage. We shouldn't end up like last time where I got hit by him. We might actually make it to World 7. Oh my lord. It's the first time I got to World 7, if that's the case. It's gonna be my first attempt to World 7. Oh my lord. So 6, 7, 6, 2 on the auto small stage. Now, I don't think I have to care about that one since I have the leaf. I don't know if there's any power-ups in this one. But what I do know is the boss I think is the one with that has the ball. Since we got a leaf, we can just do that. But if we didn't have this leaf, we would have to actually care for these platforms. Just gotta be slow and methodical. Don't go too fast, don't go too slow. Oh, I remember this one. Oh, I remember this one. I remember this one. Oh boy. This one can also actually auto-kill us if we're not careful. How can it auto-kill us, you may ask? Well, if you stand down there, the camera would kill you. So you have to stand on this. Or right here. So yeah, the camera can kill us. If you're not ready. And as you can see, this airship's not that long. But there's 1, 2. We make it to World 7 for the first time. Out of all my attempts, this is my first World 7. I already know how this level is. You go underground. No, underground. You go into some pipes. There's nothing to really worry about here. As long as we don't let these red piranha plants hit us, we'll be fine. There's a finicky way of getting the extra life up there, but it is what it is since we didn't get it. First World 7. Oh boy, it's going better than I thought it would. I didn't think I would make it to World 7 this attempt. But ain't attempt with how it's been going. Now, the thing is, they can do a little cheap shot on you if you spawn them, and then they get to the side to the right where they hit you. So those two Koopas can actually give you a cheap shot. So be careful when you go through them. And these islands are in the shape of, as you can see, pipes. 7-2 is a gimmick stage. Also, 7-2 is the level where you can get the P-Wing. This is the last world level that you can attempt to get the P-Wing / anchor, so... If you haven't seen one already, well, this is the last one. I wish we could just clip through these pipes and go that way, but they didn't put that on the right side. If they did, then we could clip through the pipes, and we wouldn't have to do any of this. Well, this stage is pretty much easy, as long as you are very careful with how you do things. Alright. 7-3. Yeah, if I would have kept driving the stars, this would be a breeze, but whatever. It's not like this level's that difficult. Despite me taking a hit there. I'm about to say, if they're next to each other, that's different. So the one up is okay. Alright, we have a frog suit. We have a water level. Let's do this. There's the auto-scrolling water level, by the way. That's why I wanted the frog suit. Yeah, I remember that. Who would forget? Who could forget a auto-scrolling water level? I think this is the only auto-scrolling water level in the whole game. Ooh, that was close. A lot easier to actually move with this than it is if you was his normal sprites. Alright, we're at the end almost. We just have to see the floor again. I think Hammer Bros. Suits can get rid of those things that spew out those little things. I'm just glad we passed it. Alright, 7-5. I don't remember what you were about, but at least I know 7-4 is an auto-scoring water stage. Where are you? Oh, it's this stage. Oh, I know exactly what this stage is. It's a gimmicky stage, too. It's not recommended to have a frog suit for this, but whatever. That's what we have right now. Thank you for getting rid of it, actually. At least we can get rid of that. Yeah, I'm playing extra safe. This is the first I made it. In all my attempts. Yeah, this is the alternate way you can go. You have to go do this first. That's a fact, you have to do that first. And you have to do that as well. Well, this goes into 3 and 1. 3. Perfect. I'd rather have a second hit. I don't know where that mushroom is, but I wish I could find it. Matter of fact, let's go find that mushroom right quick. It's just sitting there pretty for us, so might as well. Is this one? Yes. Let's go for 1. I'll take it. Sure, it's not a mushroom. I would have hated to get a mushroom this late in the game. Considering how many we had in this game. The right path is going this way. Alright, what is this one? Of course, I barely made the jump. Somehow, some way I avoid getting hit there. I think this is a leaf. No P-Wing. 3 P-Wing. Alright, cool. So this level can give you 2 P-Wings at least. Is this the fortress I think this is? This is the fortress I think it is. This is the fortress that you can get a lot of lives from. But you need a... You need the Tanuki suit that they give you from this stage. That's how you complete it. They don't give you no time to complete leader. Like little to no time. Right here. I remember because of that candle and that plus symbol. If you didn't know you had to do that, you'd be stuck here. Alright, what does 7-6 have? Pac-Man rules. This is that stage. That's a safe way to take, not take, have to deal with the stage, take the safe way. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh boy. You can go that way, and if you go that way, you'll get done faster. You don't even have to do any of that. Go for this one. For once, ignore the leaf. We got a Tanuki suit, so we got a better leaf. But first, gotta make it over here. Duck down. Jump up here. We should be good now. This should be the last platform we have to do. It's funny how this level is one of the few levels you don't really have to worry about dying in as long as you're careful. The good thing is, if I fail this, at least I know what levels to do and how to do each level. What's this level? What's this level? What's this level? Oh, it's that level. Oh, it's the level where you have to keep getting the star. So this is a free level. Okay. Why are you going backwards? Why are you going backwards? Why are you going backwards? I hit you from the left side. Why are you going backwards for? If you don't grab this star, well, you're gonna die. Unless you have a P-Wing. But I don't know if you can actually make it all the way over here with the P-Wing. Alright, 7-8. Oh, World 7 doesn't have a 10th level, so I was right. Every world after World 4 has 9 levels, and that's it. So you don't have a 10th level, technically. A numbered level that has a 10 in it. Oh boy. I would rather take that path since that path has nothing up there. I don't even know if I'm gonna be safe if I land, and I am. And I ain't now. I don't care about coins. I just care about beating the level. It's the stage I think it is, the stage with the guy that spew out the... Nope. One, two... Okay. It is this level. Yes, I did remember that. I'm glad I had at least one more hit I could take. Because that would have been a horrible way to lose. 70 goes into 2 and 1. Frog suit. I mean, it helps to have it just for the extra hit, but... I'll take it for the extra hit alone. Oh, it's this stage. Okay, we're good. We are good. We are chilling. I love how as soon as I see the level, I'm like, oh, I know what I'm doing now. Okay, what we have to do is figure out the maze here. It's been a while since I did this stage, but I know where we have to go. We just have to get there. We just have to get there whenever we get there, yeah. I can tell you right now, don't go all the way to the right. That does not save us. It's one of the few stages where going right completely is not the end. Where I'm going is the right path. There's a fire flower here for some reason. For some reason, they programmed a fire flower here instead of a leaf. And you have to do what I did just to grab it. Anyway, go down and go to the right. You need a mushroom to even get past most of this. There'll be a pipe in between all of this. That's what we're looking for, a pipe. We go down a pipe. And that particular pipe gets us to the end of the level. Like I said, it's been a while, but I know exactly what level this is. Still weird that there's no leaf power up. Well, you don't need it in this level, but here's the pipe that I was talking about. That's every level done in World 7, except for the fortress. Okay, so basically topsy-turvy? Topsy-turvy, yep. I'm gonna play this one safe. What is this fortress? Oh boy, it's this circle. I can't jump here. We gotta time it. We gotta play this real safe since we don't have the feather or anything that's like a feather. Okay. Might as well cheese this a little bit. You can see it's fixed so you can see that it was going up and down. Good thing about the firefly, we can get rid of these guys. And this will help whenever we get to the part where I know where we're gonna need it. Just right here. Alright. And not alright. Plug this. Slide under there and hopefully we beat this. 1, 2, yeah, we will beat this. I don't remember this one. I'm gonna play it safe, use this and a star. Oh, it's this one. This one's short. It's funny how they end it. Isn't this a leaf? Freaking mushroom. It is what it is. Last airship. Last airship. Please let us win this. Please let us win this. I'm sick and tired of doing this level. Okay, let's see. Do we need enough? We don't. We can do that. But we have to do pretty fast. I think this is a feather. It's not. We wait. Oh, I could have died there. Okay, good thing I had a feather. Need some momentum. Just roll the screen. We need this. We need to hit this right here and jump up here. Oh, you have two you have two power ups. I didn't know. It's been so long since I did World 7's airship. I forgot about that. I thought 404 was the only one. I guess I was wrong. We don't have to touch that one, obviously. Just wait for the screen to scroll. Remember when I said get used to these? Yeah, this is what I meant. And we're not even done yet. Touch the middle one if you don't have a leaf. But if you have a leaf, just do what I did. And we're done. Alright, we have to deal with Ludwig. Alright, first World 7, first defeat of World 7. Let's go! Okay. It's the first time I made it to World 8, ever. With all these attempts. First time. Okay. As long as we play safe, we'll be fine. Don't do anything irrational. Oh no. I think there's a power up here. I'm not sure. It's been so long. Some of them spew out bombs, some of them spew out freaking flames, some of them spew out the other things. I don't know if there's a power up here. I don't think so. I don't think this is the one that gives you one. I hope I'm wrong. Just so I can be wrong. That's it, I'll play this card real safe. I don't think they respawn in this one. There is a power up, okay. Thankfully there's a power up, okay. We should be near the end. After the big one right there, yeah, we should be at the very end. And the thing is, it's not Boom Boom, it's just a little freaking boomerang hammer, brother. The ship, you can actually cheese this, but I am not going to take the cheese route because I am not risking that this far into this. Even though I did that originally way back again on actual hardware, I'm gonna do this the legit way. This one is not that long though. But I'm gonna play my cards safe like I always do. Yep. I'm gonna play this very safe. This is the first time I made it to World 8. Don't know if I'm gonna make it to World 8 anytime soon, so I hope this is the run. One thing I hate is I didn't get the ghost ship to appear. That should be the last time it shoots out, and this should be the last one. We're not worried about this. And this time it's Boom Boom. Isn't it funny how we go from no Boom Boom to a Boom Boom? Yeah. And now we can officially get to the real parts. Now, if you're lucky and you're a speedrunner, if these hands don't grab you, you can just basically speedrun this part. There's a chance that every hand can grab you. There's a chance that you miss one and the other one grabs you. It's weird. These levels are easy. They give you a leaf for every single one of them, I think. And this is where we were supposed to first meet the first fire brother, but obviously that didn't happen. I'm gonna get rid of you before I get the power up. Just saying. And for that airship, we're gonna use a P-Wing because, yeah. Can't just cheese this one, unfortunately. That's fine. As we get to the end, that's fine. And as soon as the level starts, guess what? As soon as we touch the level, it starts, so we have to do this before we even touch the level. This is a fast airship, that's why I'm using a P-Wing. I don't know if we're safe if we just stay up here. Don't know anything about that, but I do know it's safe. So far. So as I see something that can actually hit me on this screen, I go high. I ain't got time for that. Because of how fast it scrolls, it's a lot shorter. 1, 2, and 3. Fortunately, we can't cheese it on every single stage. We have 1 more P-Wing, 2 more. We got 3? Let me do my math again. 1, 2, 3. We got 3 more P-Wings, so I'm gonna cheese this level since I don't like this level. You see this level, you have to do this long jump, and I don't feel like being bothered to do it. I think that pipe gives you some extra lives, but we're not worried about that. When the screen starts scrolling, that's when we stop. I can't tell what's the end or not, so. I don't remember how many worlds are in the world. Is this the one? I think it, yes. This is the level where the sun appears, but we can go down here and basically choose a certain amount of this level. There's an extra life in here. Oh, it isn't. Well, we can use this to make it easier for us to platform. Make sure you scroll the screen too. As long as we fly, we should be fine. I don't know if we're at the end. We are. Fortress. Is this the fortress? Yes, it is the fortress. I think it is. This fortress right here is the fortress where it's a puzzle. We have to be careful. As long as we go to the path I'm going, we'll get there the fastest we can. Not get hit. Stupid. Power right here. It says stupidly, and that was a stupid hit. Do I get a star here? Yes, I do, but it doesn't matter. I can't break those blocks, so it doesn't matter. So we have to go this way, okay. Oh, this is a different path. And that's stupid. And we could have died there. Thankfully we didn't. Now, usually I have a mushroom here, but I don't, so. Take this one. Get this freaking mushroom as soon as you possibly can. Wait, can we just keep... Ha 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 ha, that's good, that's good, that's some good info. That's good, that's some info I didn't know. You can just get that, okay. Right path we have to go is right here. Now we just wait. I didn't know you could do that. Alright, cool. Easy boom boom fight since there's no blocks blocking us, so. Easy! No, there's only one more stage we have to worry about. This thing. We got 2 more levels left. We can't even skip it even if we wanted to. Thing is, with this stage, you cannot, and I repeat, you cannot fly above it. That's why. That's why you can't use a P-Wing. So if I want to use a P-Wing, I can now. Since the next stage I can use a P-Wing, but yeah. Well, this is not ideal. This is very much not ideal. Stuck with regular Super Mario. Oh boy, is there a power-up somewhere? My hands are sweaty, so I had to clutch this up since I only got one more stage to deal with. That's a safe spot, I'm taking it every time. I could've got hit there. Thankfully I didn't. I could've got hit there. But we're at the end. There's no power-ups. It's just me and Boom Boom. One more level. Do I use the P-Wing or the Hammer Brothers suit? Whatever, I'll use the P-Wing. Usually I use the Hammer Brothers suit, but right now... the fact that I made it to the end of this, I'm shocked. The reason why I'm going to use the P-Wing is so I can just cheese the end. Cheese to the easy part. If you play this game, you know what I'm going to do. I'm not going down there, I'm going up here. I don't know which one is the easiest path, so I'm going to take the first top path. But what I do know is, as long as we have this P-Wing, we don't have to worry about platforming here. That's why I wanted to use the P-Wing. Thing is, he doesn't lock in on your spot until he gets all the way over there. Alright, we're one more freaking thing away from this being over with. One more. And we will successfully have done this Deathless. And just like that, I did it again. Let's go. Now, the reason why I mentioned the Hammer Brothers suit is due to the fact that Hammer Brothers suit, the hammers can actually defeat Bowser. But I wanted to take the safe route. I like how they did a little repurposing with her sprite from Mario Brothers 2. They changed a few things, as you can see. But we finally did it. My first attempt at World 7 is what got me to World 8. Took me 6 attempts just to get to World 6. That's what's wild to me. 6 attempts. Anyway, this is the credits. I'll be back whenever the credits are done. Oh, it's new. Anyway, with that being said, we are done with this. if you restart a new game, they actually look out for you and give you all the a lot of P-Wings at exactly 28. Just so you can be able to get through these levels fast. But we're done here. With that being said, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a wonderful day or night. Goodbye, and most of all, take care and be safe.